Hey guys, what is up? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And yes, this is my first ever tiny house. I was quite proud of it in the end. The outcome of the house was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. However, the garden was not. I'm not going to lie, I don't think the garden is my strongest work. Absolutely not. I do think I could have done a lot more with it. I usually really like doing gardens, but for some reason, for this build, it just wasn't flowing, if you know what I mean. It just wasn't coming to me. And I don't know why, because I usually enjoy doing gardens sometimes more than doing houses. But the ideas just weren't there. I had no idea what to do with this. And I just don't have the artistic willpower, I guess, at this stage. Now, I'd like to just point out before I get any further into this video, I'm not a Sims veteran, okay? I have not been playing this game very long at all. I bought it in November 2020 and what, we're in April 21 now. So I've literally had this game about, what, 6 months now, is that? 6 months? I can't count. I've been playing it on and off since then, and when ideas start flowing, they really start flowing, you know, and I really get into it. But I'm not half as experienced as some of these amazing builders I've seen out there. I have seen some incredible builds, especially tiny houses, what some people can do with it. I'm nowhere near on that level yet. I don't have all the packs either. It is my intention to eventually get all the packs. That is my absolute dream. But you know, I'm not made of money, so I can't afford them all. I will eventually work my way up towards that. I am getting the odd one here and there when I can afford it. What inspired me to do this was I recently bought the Tiny Living Pack, and I was so excited to see what they had on offer. And I think some of the furniture in this pack is so nice, like the sofa and the chairs and the tables and all the little knickknacks. I thought they were just so sweet, and like the color schemes were all really nice, like all the swatches were really nice. I loved seeing the beds, the pull-out beds. I thought they were absolutely fantastic. I didn't actually end up using those in the end, but I did actually use a lot of the furniture just because, you know, it's new stuff and I was excited to use it. Also, what inspired this build, I have been watching this series on YouTube, Living Big in a Tiny House, I think that's what it's called, and it's basically just going around the world seeing all these people who live in tiny houses, like actual tiny houses. They've like all built their own tiny houses just in the middle of the woods somewhere, and they just look incredible. And I just thought it would be so adorable to build this tiny little house and put my Sims in it. So going back to what I said at the beginning, yeah, the garden is not good, I'm not gonna lie. I went over it and over and over and trying to think what to do with it, and in the end I was just like, I'll just put a row of sunflowers in there, brilliant, and a little pond and a table, done. I did not know what to do with it. If you have any suggestions for what I can do with my future gardens in my future builds, then please leave a comment below, because I really need inspiration, I really need help, guys. Now let's talk about the house for a minute. I had no idea what I was doing with this house. I didn't use any reference material at all. I just wanted to go straight from the ideas in my head and just see what came out. So that's pretty much what happened. So I had no idea what look I was going for, whether I was going for like a traditional sort of vintage looking house or like a modern style house. I had absolutely no idea. I just thought I'd leave it up to fate. I went through so many different colour schemes and styles, and eventually it ended up looking like a bit of a sort of seaside villa type place. It kind of reminds me of those houses like down in Cornwall and Devon when I used to go on holiday with my family when I was a kid, and we'd drive through the centre of Cornwall and we'd see all these lovely looking beach houses, probably not as small as this. They all look just so white and like just have these lovely stones on the outside, and I just thought it looked really nice with it. Now the most difficult thing with this was the bedroom, because you can see I was desperately trying to get a separate bedroom and a separate bathroom. What I didn't want to do with this house was a loft. I wanted to have a second story, but I didn't want to put in a bedroom loft. That's not what I was going for. That wasn't like the vibe, you know, that wasn't the vibe of the house. So I tried and tried and tried, but I just could not get a double bed to fit. And I really wanted to put a double bed in there. I didn't want it to be a single person. I wanted it to be like a nice little house for a couple to live in. Probably aren't having kids, because I don't know if there's enough room for it to put a kids room in here at all. But I wanted to make it big enough for two Sims to live in, like a nice couple. So eventually I thought, okay, I'm going to have to get rid of that walled off bedroom. It did end up being more like a loft bedroom rather than a separate bedroom, because the stairs goes straight into the bedroom, because obviously I had to get rid of the wall. I couldn't put a little hallway in as much as I tried, but it doesn't matter because it still had a nice vibe to the house overall. It still blended in quite well. I didn't leave enough room for any wardrobes or cabinets or anything like that, sadly. So I thought, okay, I'll just put like a few shelves and stuff around the walls. And I think it looks quite nice, and I like the thought of having like an open wardrobe. It's very in fashion at the moment, especially over here. I've seen a lot of people having like open wardrobes and just like shelves and stuff around their bedroom and just having all their clothes and stuff on display, and I think that looks quite nice. So I ended up just putting a few shelves around, so that's where they keep their clothes and all their, you know, accessories and their perfumes and all that stuff. The bathroom was all right. I mean, it was fine. There was, you know, it's just a standard bathroom really. I don't think I'm quite experienced in that area yet, but I'm getting there. Usually it's just, you know, shower, sink, toilet, done. I don't really know what else to fit in there. If I could have fitted a bath in there, I would have put a bath in there instead of a shower. Nah, it is what it is. I think it was okay. I think I decorated it all right. I don't think there was much else I could have done with it really. My favourite part of the house, I think, probably was the kitchen, because it was so diddy, and I just love working with diddy little spaces. You'll see that I put like loads of windows around the house itself, because I wanted as much natural light to come into the house as possible. So we've got loads of windows around the house, and I put this lovely little skylight over the top of the kitchen just to let a little bit more light in, and it's got a window at the front as well. And I thought that bay window could also be used for a little bit more storage space. And yeah, I think it was okay. I think I got all the essentials in there. If I've missed anything, please let me know, because as I said, I'm not a Sims veteran. I don't know 100% what I'm doing half the time. A lot of the time I just wing it, but I did have so much fun doing this, and as I said, I did it. It was my first tiny house. I was happy with the outcome. The house itself, I think it looked nice, and I got that little balcony over the top as well, and going outside to the garden as well, just to give it that, you know, little bit of extra space. They can go and chill out on the balcony at the top if they want, you know, have a little drink up there, or go sit out in the garden, have a little drink on the table. I was going to originally make the garden like a sort of growing garden, like they were growing a lot of crops in there, and you know, they grow their own food, and I probably should have put those planters in there, to be honest. Again, it is what it is. I could have done a lot more with it. I don't think it's very exciting. But I did put a couple of trees around the exterior, you know, the dead space in the actual lot itself that wasn't being used, because I wanted it just to feel like it was sort of, you know, partly in the forest, not like in the forest itself, just sort of maybe just on the outskirts. But obviously if you want to download this, you can place it wherever you like, and wherever fits, then I guess, you know, whatever suits you. So yeah, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching this. I am planning to do some more tiny builds very soon, because oh my goodness, are they so much fun. I think they're a lot more challenging than like normal houses, because obviously you've got a lot less space to work with, and it's just, you know, it's a lot more fun just making diddy little houses for Sims to live in, and I think there will be a lot more fun to play with as well, putting your actual Sims in there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. You would really be helping me out, as I'm very new with my channel here. Anything you want to see me do in the future, please leave a comment down below. And if you would like to watch me build something live, I do stream every Friday 1 PM on Twitch. I will leave you now to enjoy the rest of the video, and there will be some stills at the end so you can see the house in all its glory. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.